So this video is all about doing the writing assignments in NewsELA. So first, I'm just going to pick one of the writing assignments. And I want to remind you that you can do the writing assignments that or the articles that I assign. You also can explore, okay? If you're studying a certain topic, there might be a specific NewsELA you're doing. But if you are just doing a NewsELA because you're supposed to be doing a NewsELA, then you can always explore, you can even search, okay? I'm going to go back to my assignments and I'm going to choose the Historic Douglass Home assignment, which of course I chose because our school is named after Frederick Douglass. And I'm supposed to highlight details that made it historic and annotate to show how you react to those facts. So I'm going to go ahead and open the article. And my writing assignment would really start with my annotating, okay? So, it's a home that celebrates Black culture in Baltimore. This is why Morton bought it. Bought the home. So I'm looking through, trying to find. So a lot of this is about what he's doing, right? But down here, it actually talks about how he bought this land and built 5 properties, right? So this shows why this was historic, right? And I would probably go back here and also use a detail from up here. This shows about Freddie D. And I'm just going to abbreviate him, okay? So now I'm going to go to activities and do the writing assignment. Now, normally I would make sure I had 5 before, but this is really all about showing you how I would do the writing assignment. So I'm going to click on write, and I'm going to do the English class. Oh, wait. Right. Okay. Choose a person or event from the text. Explain what that text reveals about your chosen topic. Okay, so the event or the person I'm going to choose is Frederick Douglass, right? The article describes, and I can be super lazy here and not have to worry about my spelling. Frederick Douglass is houses in Baltimore, right? Okay, so that's just telling who I'm going to describe from the article, right? Explain what the text reveals. So I'm just going to grab this right up here. The text reveals, and I'm going to say that although Douglass was born a slave, he worked to create a community for Black people in Baltimore. Okay, and then I'm going to say the article says, and I'm just going to grab the first thing I highlighted. I'm going to use Control-C to copy that. I'm going to paste it. And now I'm going to connect these two ideas together because it says he lived there as a child. And I think that's important to know that that's where he was a slave. And then I'm going to say later in his life, Douglas returned to Baltimore. I'm sort of giving some of the details from the article, but I'm also using them in such a way that they join my ideas together, right? The article says, and notice how I get the red underline when I misspell something? I can just right click on that and it's going to correct it for me, although it didn't take off the S. And I'm going to grab this quote that he bought that plot of land. This shows how the Douglas houses are part of history and should be saved. Period. And that would definitely be a 10-point response. I want you to notice how long that is, okay? Now, one thing that you can do, if you're having issues with this, you can drag this box down so that you can see your whole response. You can make it as big as you want, okay? So I would just submit this response and it would be turned in. So remember to try and do that. I do want to go back. I'm going to look at another one. I want to show you one where I gave you a custom prompt because that prompt was a generic prompt, okay? So I'm going to look at the Holocaust one. And if I go to this one and I go to the writing assignment, okay, what were the two goals? So notice this one is much more specific, okay? So I, again, can say the two goals of the Nazi Party were, and again, I'm starting with what's in the question and answering it, okay? So make sure you're restating that question. That'll give you a good base to start your answer. I hope this helps you to be more successful with your NewsELAs. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call, a text, message me within Google Classroom. I'm here for you.